Welcome to the brand new Zach Lowe Show. That's right, I'm back to have the same in-depth NBA conversations you're used to. We're going to talk about the games. Yeah, the games, the X's and O's, the drama, the trades, the playoffs are coming up. And now you get to see every episode in full on video on Spotify and on my own YouTube channel. Episodes drop every Monday and Thursday with a collection of guests you're going to love. So make sure you follow and subscribe to the brand new Zach Lowe Show on Spotify or wherever you watch or listen to your podcast. Let's go!
Welcome to the Ringer NFL Draft live show. Woo! My name is Danny Heifetz, and I am joined by Danny, Kelly, Craig, Horlbeck, and a few hundred of our closest friends. Honestly, thank you guys so much for coming out. This is amazing. Like, this never gets old. Like, it is so cool for us to, like, see everyone here. Like, seriously, bottom of my heart, like, thank you to everyone for coming. Like, please give yourselves a round of applause, because this is awesome.
Oh, come on. Better.
It's for you.
Yeah.
So you're a round of applause. Yeah, and also thank you to FanDuel for sponsoring this. FanDuel made this possible. Gambling. Yeah, love gambling.
I thought he said family. And I was like, same thing.
Family. Yeah, it's all in the family. Yeah.
Family.
So we were talking. So we did the Take Purge. We recorded it on Thursday. And we were like, what do we want to open the show with? And we were like, well, this is Thursday afternoon. We're going to record this the live show's Tuesday night. There's going to be a lot of news that's going to happen between now and then.
No problem.
So we should save it. Nothing has happened. Maybe this is the wrong way to start a live show about the draft, but DK, does that mean that the draft sucks? What's going on?
Is everybody nervous? What's going on?
I mean, it's kind of boring, to be quite frank. I think that's kind of the nature of this draft, though. There's not a lot of like superstar, big-time players, blue-chip players, and I think you're seeing the result of that in the lack of action right now. Also, I think, Heifetz, you've brought this up. Like, Adam Schefter is saving everything he's got for Thursday morning, or when does he do his
he juices a lot of stuff for Thursdays to get ratings, frankly.
Contract.
Sometimes the day of, yeah. So sometimes the ratings on the day of the draft, the Rodgers thing a few years ago.
He saves it.
But there's also just less stuff happening. I couldn't believe this. There was ESPN Stats and Info had this thing that no first rounders have been traded, or the fewest amount of first rounders have been traded up to the draft.
No, there's been none.
Zero. Yeah, zero first round trades.
Fewest.
Literally, yeah. Well,
yeah.
It's the 0th percentile.
Zero first round trades since 1967.
Literally the common draft era, since the draft became a thing, basically. It's the fewest draft picks ever dealt. Which, does that just mean that teams are like, yeah, I don't want any of these guys? Like, 32 teams want to trade down?
The players are like sad.
Is it that all the players are bad, or is it that nobody knows which players are good because it's so deep?
No. I don't think that's it. The first one.
Okay, all the players are bad. Yeah, it is kind of like a fantasy league this year where, like, it's a bunch of new people and nobody knows who to pick, so no one makes any trades. It's like, well, I don't want to be the dumb one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Howie Roseman comes calling, and it's like, I'm not answering that phone.
Yeah, the bottom line is, outside of the top three, so you got, well, Cam Ward is going one, almost surely, it feels like. Hunter, second. Abdul Carter, third. And then after that, basically none of those players are worth trading up for. Everybody in the draft wants to trade down.
Yeah.
Sorry, but that's just the bottom line.
Daniel Jeremiah made this point last week that because of the nature of that and like this belief that like the 10th pick is probably like might be 40th on some teams' boards and the 40th pick might be like 11th on some teams' boards, that it's kind of actually like the team needs draft, where it's like, I feel like, I mean, I do the team needs for the draft guide, shout out NFLDraft.com. But it's funny because I'm like, team needs. And then we're like, well, you should really take the best player available unless you're stupid. So sometimes we talk about it too much. But this is actually, I think, the most team needs draft there's going to be. Because you're going to have teams, like if it's a tiebreaker, you're going to have a lot of that.
Well, because there's so much parity, right? Like everybody, it's like there's like the top 5, 7, 8 guys. And then from 10 to 40, they're all kind of interchangeable. Somebody could have a guy who's 39, another guy has him at 10. So you probably should just go with what you need.
And because you can think about it and overthink it, but then sometimes, you know, there's other urges that kind of come in as you're thinking about taking a pick. So I think if you guys are ready,
just urges.
We have a really, we have one of our dumbest ideas we've ever had.
And we thought, why not live?
Yeah. And so, yeah, nothing like trying out a stupid, clunky bit like in person for the first time. So you guys, is it cool if we just try the dumbest thing we've ever tried? Yeah. Okay. We're going to do something called the dickhead mock draft. To quote the immortal Robin Williams, God gave man a brain and a penis, but not enough blood to run both at the same time. So we're going to do a draft where we're going to have someone out here is like kind of making the decision, the heart, if you will. And we're going to hear appeals from your brain and your dick.
And then the heart will decide. The heart wants what the heart wants.
The heart wants, yeah. And we're going to hear from both heads. And it's like, that's how it works sometimes. So I think
we brought props this time.
we have props. So
we have props.
We just desperately wanted props.
Yeah, we wanted props.
Yeah.
So without further ado, we could try. Craig, I think you're going to start out being the heart here.
Yeah, we're basically going to go through like the 10 most interesting teams in the first round. Teams that have picks in the first round. We're going to go through each one, and we're going to have the penis make the case. We're going to have the head or the brain make the case, because head can go either way. And then we're going to have the heart decide which pick they should go with. So we're going to start out with the Giants. We have our props. So we're going to DK is going to be the brain.
Yep.
Heifetz is going to be the dick. So you have to dress up for that.
You want me to be the dick? Okay.
Yeah, you have to be the dick.
Okay.
Get the pit vipers out.
And I'm going to be the heart, which means I'll just wear the Rob Lowe.
Just neutral. You just hope everyone has fun.
I'm not a flat bill guy. How does this look?
That's not flat.
Yeah.
Wait, hold my mic. I'm going to drop the shit and it's going to make one of them sounds.
Okay. Heifetz is going to put on his
one of them sounds. What?
We have these black cloaks that we bought. So
You got to
Heifetz is going
explain
to pop one of those
Kermit
on.
thing. Dark Kermit?
But this is perfect. While he's doing that, DK,
Yeah.
the Giants with the third pick in the draft.
Right.
What is my brain telling me that I should do? If I'm a Giants fan, if I'm the Giants general manager, if I'm Joe Shane, like what is my brain saying I should do?
I mean, I think this one's pretty obvious. It's Abdul Carter, the edge rusher out of Penn State. Premium position that typically does go in the top 3.
Yeah.
Twitchy, explosive, productive, very versatile. Immediately gives the Giants the opportunity and the potential to have the best defensive line in the NFL right away. I mean, you got Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence, Kayvon Thibodeau. I don't know if that matters or not, but
Who, Thibodeau specifically?
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, this is how the Eagles just won a Super Bowl. They're in your division. Let's not overthink this. This is a no-brainer.
Great case from the brain.
Thank you.
Now it's 3 a.m. We're 5 drinks in, maybe 10 drinks in.
Still can't get the hood.
Fuck, I can't do the hood.
I swear
have
that
any
never
extra
happens.
bags?
Yeah.
There we go.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Get it.
Shit. Is
There
it
you go.
upside down?
No, you.
Oh, I got it? Fuck.
It's
Oh,
still
we
up
go.
there.
All right, good.
Good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
All right.
This is going even
This is
better
great.
than I
This
thought.
is actually better than I expected. Heifetz, tell me, what's my dick saying right now?
Travis Hunter.
Okay.
Travis. They said going both ways was just a college phase. You can stick with it. They said it couldn't be done.
That's all. All right, Craig.
Oh, that's compelling. That's compelling and rich.
Altitude, just think of the cardio.
Right. Yeah, he's built for it. Wow, this is a tricky one. This is the weirdest one because like Travis Hunter probably won't be there at 3. So even if I want to think with my dick,
Go get him.
Can't. Trade up.
I'll do anything.
Trade up
Trade
for
up,
Travis
yeah.
at 2.
Trade
Do what you
up.
got to do, Craig.
I think DK and I have if you listen to the Take Birds, DK and I's darkest, deepest thoughts about Travis Hunter, and we know Heifitz's thoughts about Travis Hunter. The best non-quarterback of all time,
Future Hall of
was
Famer.
Heifitz's prediction.
Yeah.
The heart is saying that Abdul Carter is the correct pick. That's what the heart's telling me. And
What the fuck?
you made me look
No,
like this.
like I put on a hood.
Mad. What are you talking about?
Come on. You can have the best D-line in the league.
Who cares? I want Otani.
You're going to have a slot corner and a slot wide receiver get injured and miss 2 positions now?
Imagine, what if he's good and you didn't take him?
That's fine, but like, is he going to change?
Life
a
is full of
franchise?
regrets,
Is he going to change He's not a blue chipper. He's not a blue chip position.
We were at a
Abdul Carter's
casino.
a
You didn't
blue
know
chip
what
position.
color was what for the fucking chips.
And
He's
we-
a black chip.
And we won.
Yeah, we did.
That's what the heart wants.
All right.
That's bullshit. All right, fine. So the next one here. I'll take off my thing. I'm the heart now, so I think I get that. Was that thing sweaty
Here,
or what?
you get-
This is
It's
DK's.
going to be sweady.
I gotta take my. Do I take the
Wait, I
sleeves
thought I
off
was
for
the
the
heart.
bit? It's like
I'm
a
the
whole.
heart.
Oh, yeah, he's the heart.
Oh, no?
You're the brain.
Yeah, this is going great.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
This is DK's hat, so it'll work out for him.
Here, watch me. Can you help me
I'm
with the
the dick.
sleeves? Here, wait, grab the sleeve.
To pull it off?
Yeah, I need help. Yeah, Oh, fuck. All right, here, I'll just do it like this.
This is like trying to put your coat on in a plane.
Yeah, an arm behind my back. Arm behind my back, yeah. Oh, here.
I plan way ahead because you know how I get on planes.
No, he's smarter than me. Okay. All right,
You guys
DK.
wear, like, when you have to pack a large jacket, do you wear that on the plane so you don't have to pack it, or do you just jam it in the suitcase?
No, because you can't be on a plane in a heavy jacket or else it's hot as
I
hell.
think there's split opinions on it. Some people like to wear the boots and the big jacket.
I bring a sweatshirt. And then I put it in my backpack. I want to take it off. But
Do you
then I
raise
use
your
it as a
hand? Do you
pillow.
wear the bulkiest items?
Wow.
not bad.
Wow, very
That's not
solid.
bad.
I wear
something.
my sister-in-law got me a Waffle House sweatshirt.
Sister-in-law.
I am
Flex.
It's not official yet. Sorry, I didn't mean it that way.
It is a little presumptuous.
All right, we got to get to the Patriots or Bill's going to fire us. All right, DK, you're the Rob Lowe brain here.
All right. So the Patriots have the fourth pick, which is the result of Joe Milton beating the Bills late in the season and fucking everything up. They immediately trade him away.
Speaking of fucking everything up, he can't get the sleeves either. It's not just me.
We didn't.
It's
practice.
harder than it looks.
We did not practice this. Now, very likely, Abdul Carter, Travis Hunter are both off the board, which leaves far less exciting options at the position or at the pick. Let's start with the brain. Heifetz, are you ready to give the logical, reasonable answer for what the Patriots should do?
This is really easy. Like, the Patriots have Drake May. He is your future. He's a developmental quarterback. You have to protect the quarterback. The Patriots are the worst left tackle in the NFL. How can you go into a season, Vidarian Lowe, with the worst left tackle in the NFL?
Craig's not getting any closer, by the way.
Yeah, see? It's not me.
Craig, I think that's the bottom, dude.
You put it on upside down. Oh, my God.
Yeah, the
You said...
hood's down at the bottom there, but
No, but really, like, how could the Patriots take an offensive line? How are you going to do this? Is this... You look like a scarecrow. No, but really, like, the Patriots just need to take an offensive lineman. Yeah! That was the biggest applause of the night.
we have to do this like several more times, by the way.
Try. We're going to have to
I'm
figure
not
something.
making this up.
It's tight around your waist.
All right, so that's the brain. What is my dick?
Wait,
thing?
did you finish? I didn't.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
weren't
hear any of
listening.
that.
It was.
Did you listen? Did
I
you?
don't think they
Offensive
were.
line, right? Okay, that makes sense. All right, Dick. What do you got for me?
Don't be a bitch. Take Ted McMillan. Oh yeah, let's spend the fourth pick on a guard or on a tackle who's probably just going to be a guard. That's cool. You know who has longer arms than Will Campbell? Ted McMillan. Just have him play tackle if you need to. I hate all the talk. Is he soft? Is this volleyball slander? I don't know if you know Ted McMillan, big volleyball player, great volleyball player. Volleyball players aren't soft. You seen Top Gun? You're telling me those guys aren't trying?
Boys.
You tell me those guys aren't awesome?
Hold on. Fucking caveat to this. I didn't know this till a month ago. Craig got offered a D3 volleyball scholarship.
Big deal. Big deal. Not bad.
You didn't
it's
have to say
biased.
D3. Could have just said college.
Coach would have put
Scholarship.
Maybe that is why I have a weird interest in Ted McMillan because he's a volleyball player and I've never heard of a
Did you know
football
Will
player playing
Campbell
volleyball.
also played volleyball though?
False.
No,
no way.
False.
He's the guy holding up the net. Also, if you're the Patriots, it's like, oh, yeah, cool. You build up the offensive line. Who is Drake May going to throw to? We're going to go into 2 years straight with Drake May having nobody to throw to. His receivers, Kayshawn Boutte, Demario Douglas, 32-year-old Stephon Diggs coming off an ACL, Jalen Polk. That's the plan? Give him a playmaker. Give him somebody to have a connection with.
This is year 2.
Guy. Drake May is a playmaker. Get him a big playmaker.
Give one of them big ones.
Yeah, let's do another shot.
All right,
Come on.
what does the heart think over there, Rob Lowe?
So literally, Craig just reading the names of the Patriots receivers, I feel like is enough for me to just go Ted McMillan.
What about Vidarian Lowe?
Who's that? No, I don't know. Honestly, I think
They won't do this, but they should.
Right.
Right?
This is what the heart wants. What the heart wants. Everybody here knows. I love Temp McMillan. Craig loves Temp McMillan. Not everybody agrees with us, but you just cannot go into year 2 with that collection of names as Drake May's receivers. You can still get an offensive lineman in the second round, whatever. I just think he is a blue chip player in this draft, and you said it, Craig. Will Campbell. Yeah. He might be a guard. I mean, I don't know. I think he probably can play tackle, but he has the smallest wingspan of any tackle of like.
To me, these pass catchers is a classic rookie quarterback pass catching crew. Not a second year, especially when you know the quarterback's good. And the Patriots are in a tough spot. Wouldn't you say the 4th pick is the worst pick in the first round, or like the most tricky pick?
The dick here is going to have real post-nut clarity when Drake May gets sacked 60 times.
This is. Do you remember? Well,
I'm never going to sleep. Who cares? Tomorrow's never coming.
We'll never die. Do you remember?
Wake up. What did I text last night?
Do you remember the meme with Jamar Chase and Penei Sewell for the Bengals back in the day, where it was like, who's gonna pass, or he can't make the pass without protection, and no one downfield can't catch. It's like explaining a meme. We always do.
It's like the catch-22.
You get it. I kind of feel like that's the Patriots right here, but I just think Temp McMillan's better.
All right, so next one here. I'm the heart for the Panthers. I'm the Rob Lowe. So here,
I'm just doing this.
Yeah, no, we can't take them on and off every time. They're gonna be all night. I want to watch you put on. I want to watch you put on the cloak.
Yeah.
I was going to talk through it, but now I kind of just want everyone here to just watch him do it. Fuck!
It's not my first rodeo, guys. I'm the one here with a kid, for the record.
All right, so the Carolina Panthers, they got the 8th pick in the draft. They have the Rams second rounder, but Carolina does not have their own second rounder because they went to the Bears. Also, if I do like the whole the Bears thing, is that like, do you guys not like that, or is that cool? Oh, you like it?
Do you like when other people do it, or is it like kind of only you guys can do it? Okay. The Bears.
The Bears. Feels like I'm appropriating your culture. Anyway, so the Panthers, they got the 8th pick.
Yeah.
Craig, you're the... Now you just look like fucking Harry Potter.
I would say something, but I don't know what he says. I've never seen the movie.
I'd love to make a joke about that someday. Yeah.
So I'm the head. I'm the brain.
My broom.
Hermione, what'd you do with my broom?
Ron's been splinched. Ron's been splinched.
I still don't know what that means.
Honestly,
I don't know what it means, honestly.
I assume that's negative. You don't want to be splinched, right?
No. Okay. Splinch sounds like what it is. It's one of them. Splinch is when you're Does anyone care? Oh, it's when you're teleporting in Harry Potter, but you have to focus really hard.
Has anyone in here not seen or read Harry Potter? Yes.
2.
There's doesn't. No, there's not a
3.
dozen. There's like under 12. Well, that's
We're doing just fine. We're doing all right.
Imagine being proud of never seeing the cultural touchdown.
I'm not proud of it. It's just I'm sick of being ridiculed every day. I'm not proud of it. I'll watch them.
No, you won't.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. Who has the time?
So, yeah, so Panthers,
I'm your brain for the Panthers.
Hermione, yeah.
Yeah, okay. The Panthers, this is simple. If you're the brain, this is simple. The Panthers gave up the most points in NFL history last year, right?
Details.
They gave up 4 details. And a flesh wound. They gave up 47 points to the Saints and made everybody think that Derek Carr and Clint Kubiak were Joe Montana and Bill
Hawks.
Walsh.
Yeah, go Hawks.
For 3 weeks. And how many defenders can you name on the Panthers? I mean, it's honestly like the best defender available. It's simple. It's what you should do. They need everything. Take a defender.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
What does the dick think of that?
You ever heard of a motherfucker named Psycho T? Tyler Warren? Mechanicsville, Virginia? 104 catches, 1,200 yards, 8 touchdowns. He threw a pass for a touchdown.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Snaps the ball.
He did throw a pass.
Does he even have long hair?
Yes.
Oh. Shit.
I think.
That's your pitch?
Mullet.
That's your pitch as Dark Kermit? That's your pitch?
Psycho T.
Psycho T. Okay.
I kind of like the defense for the worst defense ever. No offense. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with literally any defender.
Again, though,
That sounds-
it's tough for Carolina because they just need so much. You could make an argument that they should take Tyler Warren or Tet. I mean, there's nobody he's throwing to, Bryce Young.
Do you think if they have such an issue trading back, should they just trade up and take Abdul Carter? No, that's dumb.
No.
No, that's stupid. I retract that.
Craig was too busy thinking about Harry Potter there.
All right, next one here. DK, you're Rob Lowe. If I throw this, you going to catch
Yes.
it? No, I'm going to fuck
Probably.
up the throw. Yeah. Oh, fuck. I dropped the glasses because I was so happy you guys applauded for that throw.
Am I the penis? Yep.
Yeah, you're the dick. So, okay.
By the way, this hat was the best purchase I ever made.
You bought that? Didn't you buy that like 6 years ago when the Rob Lowe thing happened?
Yeah.
That's why you bought it?
Yeah.
I can't tell if that's cool or lame.
Thank you.
All right, now we got the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, yeah, the Bills. How do I don't even know how to intro this.
Well, I'll give it your best
You
shot.
start with the Buffalo Bills. And you
The
throw to
Buffalo
me.
Bills, trying to get over the hump, trying to become a Super Bowl team.
Sure.
Just doesn't seem to happen for them, for whatever reason. What does the head tell me is going to, what does the brain tell me
Yeah, there's multiple
is
heads.
going to
Gotta
be the
clear.
best way for this team to get to the Super Bowl?
Like, in all
and win
seriousness, the Bills need defense. Like, the Bills have, Daquan Jones is starting defensive tackle for them. He's 33. They have Joey Bosa on this team. Like, Greg Rousseau is a good defensive end, but they have Joey Bosa as their other one. And he just can't play a full season. Their other one, AJ Epinesa, is in a contract year and probably not going to resign. You have Christian Bedford's an Austin cornerback, but their other one's Dane Jackson. It's like, take a defensive tackle. If Derek Harmon falls to them out of Oregon, take him. If a cornerback falls to them, take a cornerback. Take a defensive end. Literally just defense. You're the AFC with all the quarterbacks. Like, the Bills need defense.
I'm hearing defense.
Yeah.
Okay. Dick.
Luther
go.
Burden, the fucking third. Wide receiver. Come on. All right, cool. You did all right without Stephon Diggs. You made it work with Khalil Shakir, Keon Coleman, but you know what would be awesome? Another Stephon Diggs if he was 21 years old. How about that? How about the most electric
The
receiver?
21 years old has, yeah.
Yeah, how about the most electric receiver in this draft class? Let's be honest. With the ball in his hands, most electric guy in the class. Isn't it nice to not have to depend on Josh Allen to save you every single game, every single third and long? How about an actual playmaker?
I will say, now I'll put $1 in the Warriors jar, but it reminds me of the Warriors at the deadline when Draymond Green was like, we need another asshole.
Yeah.
It's like, I think the Bills losing Stephon Diggs and getting Keon Coleman, he's a nice, lovely guy.
You can't have two crazy guys, but you need one.
I think Keon Coleman and Bird are
Great
the
rules,
spectrum.
yeah.
Then they start hanging out.
Yeah, no, that's true. You just drafted a first-round receiver, though.
Yeah, but he's not
Buffalo
an
just
asshole.
did that.
And he's also not the type of guy that you need. He's not a playmaker. He's kind of more of a possession.
Why the fuck did you take him in the first round? He can't make plays.
It's a bad pick. I'm trying to rectify that. It's also 4 a.m. I'm 12 deep. I'm watching Luther Burden highlights, and I think this guy's Antonio Brown. Perhaps both on and off the court. I'm not sure.
Court?
All right, what do you think, Hart? What do you want?
Man. I think I'm going to go with my dick on this one. I do here's the deal. I do think they're trying to get cute. They're doing the Chiefs thing where they're trying to get too cute on offense, I feel like at times, where they don't have enough talent around Josh Allen. And they're just like, he's a superhero. He can do whatever the hell he wants. We don't even need to have a superstar player on the outside of the ball. I actually like the comp to Stephon Diggs in terms of just like the attitude he brings. So
Crazy and talented.
you kind of got me there. Yeah.
All right, fuck it then. All right, next one here. I'll
Wait,
be the
we gotta
decider.
switch.
We got the Chiefs. Oh,
Okay.
How many Kansas City fans we got here? Also, wait, quick straw poll. Is that like divisional hate or just general Chiefs hate? Are you wearing general hate? Just quick straw poll. How many people here are, Bears fans? You don't have to identify yourself for safety purposes, but how many people are Packers fans?
Wow.
Oh, wow.
How many people hate the Packers?
We love doing crowd work.
Yeah. Do you guys hate the people near you?
Can I get a hell yes?
Oh my God.
I heard that.
Wait, where'd the hat go? We never took it off.
Oh, do I have it on?
They get the idea. It's fine. They get it. Oh, there we go. So, yeah.
Look at that.
All right, so Kansas City Chiefs, you guys saw the fucking Super Bowl. Like, yeah, you got their ass kicked. 31st pick. We'll start the head here.
Yeah.
Rain.
Yeah, like, did anyone watch the Super Bowl? They got their fucking ass kicked. It's 24-0 at halftime. I believe the Eagles blitzed 0 times in that game, and Mahomes was sacked 6 times. So the head is saying, the brain is saying, take an offensive lineman, take a tackle. You started 4 different left tackles last year, and I don't care if you're trying to trade for Jalen Moore, a guy who's had 12 starts in his career. Take an offensive lineman. That's the one thing we know. If Patrick Mahomes has an offensive line, everything can work out. It's the only way we've seen him lose is by getting the offensive line destroyed. Just take an offensive lineman.
It's a pretty good pitch considering the Chiefs got their dicks kicked in. What do you think over there, Mr. Dick?
Jesus. I'm going to put down my computer here.
Was that the line?
Travion Henderson. When the cars go by, can feel the motors coming up my leg. All right, that's all. That's all I got. Eleanor Roosevelt once said, America is all about speed. Hot, nasty, badass speed. That's all I got to say.
I'm with him.
I kind of am too, to be honest. You know what I mean? The Chiefs haven't had a good running back in since Jamal Charles, so they tried with CEH. I can't believe it's Kareem Hunt.
It's been like 5 years. Let's give it up. Who cares?
Do you think this is something the Chiefs will actually consider doing at the end of the first?
I think it would. I actually think this is the kind of reason we do this exercise. Is as much as like we're kind of making fun of it. There is something of it is so much smarter and more obvious for them to take literally any offensive lineman that comes in at 31 and take any running back that comes in at 62. But dude, he's really good, and that's what they're gonna do. If he's there, they're gonna fucking take him.
He's also just so ready to play day one. Really good pass protector. He's going to protect the franchise. He's going to protect.
He's the best
more-
pass protecting running back in the draft.
It's more important in the Chiefs offense than any offense for you to know how to play in the passing. You actually need to know how to be a passing game weapon and blocker and route runner for Kansas City more than you need to know how to be a rusher, which isn't really a thing for other teams.
Going to give them explosive plays. They just didn't have that much speed at the running back position
They're
last
gonna
year
do
at all.
Do you think it's more arrogant? There's an arrogance to them taking the running back after losing the Super Bowl. And
Yeah, they almost
shit kicked out of
three-peated.
them.
They're the most arrogant team in the NFL.
Yeah.
No offense to that guy up there in the jersey. Yeah. You should have like a bodyguard on the way out, dude.
Okay, let's go to the Eagles here. Yeah.
You guys made it this far out here.
we thought we avoided you, damn it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Are we
sorry.
trading?
What am I?
Yeah, who's the nerd? DK.
Loser.
Wow.
All right, I am the heart. I am Rob Lowe, who has sponsored this show.
Yeah, Rob Lowe, we're giving out a lot of free ads. What's he in? Chicago Fire? Or no? It's the Austin one?
He's not in any of those, is he?
He's in the 911.
He was in Wayne's World.
Right. That's true. Should we just start naming Rob Lowe properties? Parks and Rec.
I'm kind of out already.
St. Elmo's Fire. Yeah, great one. West
West
Wing. Oh, my
Wing.
God.
Yeah.
Super Troopers.
Super Troopers 2.
Super Troopers 2? Is that the one they like had to raise money to make? I never watched it. They did like a crowd fund. Is that a word? It sounded really weird.
Yeah, crowdfunding.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
the Eagles. We're going to start with the brain at DK.
Yo.
What do you do for a team that has everything? Who do you draft?
So I think they need to stick with what has worked for them over the last few years. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've built a juggernaut roster by just going defensive line, defensive front. That is the identity of their team. It's the identity of their roster. But they've also kind of quietly lost some guys this offseason. Milton Williams is gone. Josh Sweat is gone. Brandon Graham is retired. They need to just take a defensive lineman and keep doing what they're doing. D-line.
All right, Heifetz. Look at you. You do look like it's 3 a.m. at the bar. Your hair's all tousled. I don't know where you've been. Slightly sweating.
Slightly.
What should Howie Roseman do?
Give me one of them big boys. What an offensive lineman.
Let's keep going.
More. Like I'm thick.
I love that this offensive line is the dick.
Yeah, thinking with your dick.
Tyler
off
Booker's
another
powerful
giant
thighs.
guard.
Give me another fucking offensive lineman.
Like who? Who should they take?
Dude, Gray Zabel's got the positional versatility. It's the powerful big thighs. That's what it's all about. Tush push. No, really though.
I do like the idea of like what gets Howie Roseman going at night is the idea of drafting another giant offensive lineman.
Yeah.
He's not looking at running backs, wide receivers, not tight ends. I think. DK made a compelling pitch. They lost more guys than you thought on the defensive line. So I think I'm going to have to think with my brain on this one.
Well,
I'm gonna have to go-
you know how Jason Kelsey retired and was like 7 commercials?
Yeah.
You know how they fucking
7,
won the
8.
Super Bowl anyway?
Yeah.
It's because they drafted his replacement like a year ago.
So isn't the offensive line fine?
No, because Lane Johnson needs to be replaced a year from now.
I'm going with the brain.
Yeah, fuck you. Fine.
That's the one thing that can beat Patrick
lost on
Mahomes
that.
we've learned. Okay, so now what? Raiders is next.
Yeah.
Vegas Raiders. DK, you're the heart.
Sweet.
I'm the dick.
I feel like most of the pods, I'm the dick.
And Heifetz, here you go.
Oh,
You're the
yeah.
brain. Vegas Raiders, 6th pick. RIP Oakland. Shame.
Why does yours look like a beluga whale?
I don't know.
Now you look like the Sith.
Sometimes I feel like, it looks like I'm a 6-year-old in this. Anyway.
Or who's hosting here?
Oh, well, it's not
You're
me.
wearing the fucking. I'll do it. I'll just
I'm
start
hosting. I was reading the wrong spot. I'm not.
What, do you have another live show, Doc?
Clearly not the brain on this one. Okay. So the Raiders. I don't know if you. I don't know if you've heard about the Raiders.
We've
New
done
head
this
coach.
so many times.
New head coach Pete Carroll. Shouts Pete. Love Pete. They got a GM. Tom Brady hired a GM named Spytech.
Yep.
Which still hasn't got enough.
That's just Tom
play.
Brady wearing those glasses.
Right. What is so they obviously traded for Geno Smith in the offseason. What's the biggest need? Brain. What do the Raiders do at 6?
They were last in yards per carry. They should probably get a fucking offensive lineman. They literally need a right tackle. Armin Membu's right there. Take a right tackle.
Okay. Succinct. I like that.
This is the easiest pick in the draft. Mr. Raiders heart. Ashton Genty. Like he said, lowest yards per carry in the league. Don't take an offensive lineman. Take Ashton Genty. This team doesn't have time to wait. Geno's 35. Pete's like 86. We need guys now, all right?
He's a young 86.
Who were the running backs last year? Yeah, we had Zamir White, Sincere McCormick.
Sincere McCormick.
Right now, the current running back room in Vegas is Raheem Mostert, Sincere McCormick, and Zamir White. The Raiders were the worst rushing team in the league last year. There were 16 individual running backs who had more rushing yards than the entire Raiders team. 16, that's half the league. Take Ashton Genty, let's have some fun. Ashton Genty and Brock Bowers together on the same team. How electric? We've been talking about how the vibes have switched in Vegas this offseason. Brock Bowers and Genty on this team. Genty immediately becomes like one of the 3 coolest Raiders of the 21st century immediately.
What does the crowd think? Raiders take Membu?
Dick.
Raiders take Genty? Should have been doing that the whole time.
Instead of DK going, I guess heart. I guess dick. Give him to Chip Kelly. Come on.
I think that settles that.
Wait, do I get to choose or did you settle?
No, you should. You can choose.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go with Genty.
Yeah.
The only reason I say
DK's
this
a
is
hedonist.
because
Every single time he's like the dick.
Yeah. I know what you were doing in your 20s.
Building mock drafts for cool running backs.
I thought we were in the trust tree here. Yeah, so the reason I say this is because Pete Carroll specifically is he spent like a full year badgering John Schneider to go trade for Marshawn Lynch when the Seahawks were kind of just getting going. And then Lynch turned into sort of the engine of their offense, the avatar of their identity in terms of just toughness. Pete Carroll always talks about completing the circle of toughness, which is defense, special teams, and offense, being tough on all 3 of those. And if you are tough on all 3 of those, God, I'm getting very serious here, I know. But like that just is how you win. You control the football, you control the rock, you run it, and it gives your quarterback the best chance of being successful. I don't know if this is really going to happen, but I could see Pete Carroll talking Spytek into this. So.
How good is Membu kind of like in the grand scheme of tackles? Like over the last 5 years, is he one of the better tackles, or is it just because it's a quiet year?
I think he's very good, and he has a chance to be very good.
Because he's likely going to be the next tackle on the board for Vegas, right? It's good. Will Campbell's most likely going to go to the Patriots or before Vegas, and then Vegas is going to have the chance to probably take Membu or Genty or like a Tet McMillan, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's definitely got a ton of upside. He's really athletic, really powerful, really strong. But I mean, in terms of like comparing it to last year, I don't think he'd be within the top 3 or 4 guys.
Yeah.
I think Genty is just special. So
it's fun having like a very earnest, serious conversation dressed like this. I forget halfway through that how I look.
Yeah, no, you look.
And I'm like, how does this compare to the tackle class of the last 3 years?
I didn't realize we were going to have to talk about something serious here.
Okay, next up, Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to be the heart, the head, DK,
Oh, yeah.
and the dick, Heifetz. Congratulations. America's team, Jerry's team, 12th pick in the draft. They have a lot of needs. My brain, DK,
Yo.
the draft expert himself, please tell me, what would a sensible person do if they were the general manager of the Dallas Cowboys at the 12th pick?
Okay, so the Cowboys, they gave up the 4th most rushing yards last year, 3rd highest yards per attempt, most rushing touchdowns of any team last year. You drafted Mozzie Smith a couple years ago. Deal with it. It's a sunk cost. You should probably draft someone who's good.
Okay. I like that.
You need...
Writing that down.
Just do the sensible, rational, smart thing. Add to the trenches. Grab a defensive lineman. Defensive tackle in particular.
Heifetz, it's last call at the bar. I hadn't looked at him in a while.
Still sweaty.
This is kind of like what he actually is when he's drunk. It's
That's
great.
true. This will be him in 3 hours.
Just like staring at you. You look
okay.
over at you look halfway through at the bar, and it's like Heifetz just like, oh God.
What should the Cowboys do?
2 words. Ashton Genty. You remember how much fun we had in the 90s, Jerry? We slayed. Running backs, bring them back. Everything from the 90s is coming back. Running backs, bell bottoms, Tamagotchis,
Cocaine.
whooping cough.
Yeah.
Everything that was
Cocaine's
gone
huge again, yeah.
Cocaine's
has
back.
returned.
Rob Lowe movies. They're back.
Rob Lowe is back. Emmett Smith, run it back. Ashton Genty. No, really, he's going to do this, though.
If Genty, okay, so as the heart here, the heart wants what the heart wants. The heart wants Ashton Genty. Jerry Jones wants Ashton Genty. I probably think
Texas wants Ashton.
What is the crowd? Does the crowd want a fucking defensive lineman?
Yeah, right.
Ashton Genty? Oh, wow, you guys really hate Dallas. Jeez.
Yeah, I was like, we don't care.
All right, fuck him then.
He's probably not going to fall to them, but honestly, Dallas is one of those teams that just like they need a star. Like even if it's the dumb pick, like having a star on the team.
That was a good pun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're a good player. All right,
Well done.
Speaking of which, we gotta go through. We got one more team here.
Yeah, one more interesting team.
We gotta look at the Chicago Bears. The Bears. Wow, I love that I can do that. I always kind of thought it was, all right, now I don't want to abuse it though. All right, Craig, you're the brain here. Mm-hmm. Chicago Bears picking 10th overall.
I'm curious how the crowd reacts to this.
Yeah, I know. Obviously got Caleb Williams. Rough season, but now you got Ben Johnson. You already got some guards. You got a new center. Craig, what should the Bears do with the 10th pick?
I'm sure a lot of people are thinking, take Ashton Genty, take somebody cool, right? As the brain, as I'm in character as the brain, not as myself, but as this character.
Harry Potter.
Didn't the Bears just do this last year and it was a disaster? Didn't they take Rome Odunze and they traded for Keenan Allen and all the discourse was like, wow, there's never been a better supporting cast around Caleb Williams. Everything's going to be great.
Who said that?
Everybody.
We said that.
And we all know what happened. Now you got Ben Johnson in from Detroit. What did Detroit do? You build from the inside out. You know what I mean? Sure, you got some offensive linemen in. The defensive line still, I think, needs a lot of work. Continue to build from the trenches and work your way out, Ben Johnson style. The Lions took Aiden Hutchinson before they took Jahmyr Gibbs. You got to start from the middle. You got to build a foundation before you can add the flat screen TV in the house. That's my pitch.
Very compelling.
Yeah.
Bears on the
yeah.
Bears on the clock at 10. What does the dick
right.
think we should do?
Have you guys ever seen Ashton Genty's pre-snap stance?
Fuck, he's so fast.
Broken tackles, explosive plays, truck sticks. Why is it called a truck stick?
Because
It's like a truck running into somebody.
Oh, okay. Home runs, sex, drugs, rock and roll.
Cocaine, yeah.
Yeah, cocaine is back. Look at his pre-snap stance.
he does stand like a
I'm
psychopath.
going to be thinking with my Ben Johnson.
Look, that sounds
here.
cool. Can I make a second pitch? What'd you say? Can I keep pitching, or because that felt compelling? But I need to add on.
Please.
You got to beat the Lions. You got to beat the Packers. You got to beat the Vikings. These are all teams that can run the ball. You need defenders to stop this team. To stop these teams.
Fight fire with
Get a
fire.
running back in the second
Just
or third
run.
round. All we've been hearing this guy say. How deep is this running back class? Do we really need one at 10? Can't we get Travion Henderson in the second round? We got to reach for Genty at 10. There's 10 good running backs.
Have you seen his pre-snap stance? It's fucking scary.
All right, well, I think this one going to have to settle with Bears fans here. Do you want a defensive lineman?
Hey, maybe you should pose it Genty or not Genty.
Yeah, do you want not Ashton Genty?
Oh.
Do you guys want Ashton Genty? Closer than I thought, to be totally honest.
Sock some dingers.
You guys want to see me sock some dingers?
Sock some dingers! Yeah, who wants to know the cold, hard,
Dingers,
horrible
dingers,
truth?
dingers, dingers, dingers. All right.
Sock some dingers. Oh my
Taking these
God.
off.
Why didn't we think of that?
I really want
that
the
was
Bears.
great.
I really want the Bears to draft Ashton Genty.
I know. Honestly, you shouldn't usually just be like, oh, he's like that guy that was on your team. He's fucking Walter Payton all over again. If we're being honest. And you're gonna hear about it the moment if they take him.
The decision that the Bears have to make at 10 if Ashton Genty is there reminds me a lot of. Have you guys ever seen Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story? He, he's looking for a bathroom, I think, and he stumbles into a room and there's a bunch of people in there smoking reefer.
What are you doing? What are you guys doing in here?
We're smoking reefers. We're drafting running backs.
It's like, oh, I don't want to get hungover.
It doesn't give you a hangover.
It's like, yeah, will I get addicted?
It's not habit forming.
Sounds expensive.
It's the cheapest position there is.
But will it make me want to have sex?
It makes sex even better.
Oh my God! All right, well,
I think I kind of want it.
yeah, I think I kind of
I want
want it.
Ashton Genty. This
Ben
sounds
Johnson,
great.
I think I kind of want it.
It does feel like he did all this just in case Ashton Genty's there at 10. He can be like, hey, look, Ryan, the lines are okay. Like, look what we did in the offseason. Like, give me Ashton Genty.
Yeah,
You know, like,
I kinda
there's
think
a
you're
possibility
right.
that he's there, which I hope
mean-
he is, because I hope he's going to be in the Bears.
So,
Can I take this off now?
yeah, I actually was going to tell you to take it off earlier when you were doing the whole Dewey Cox thing, but yeah, no, it's fine. I don't want to take mine off. I feel like the sleeves is going to take too long. Thank you guys for indulging us with that very dumb idea.
And we learn, I think, like thinking with your dick 8 out of 10 times.
Yeah, I think the lesson of that is dudes think with their penises.
Yeah, weird.
I think that's
Yeah.
Probably should have figured. Teams do too. It's fine. Okay, we come on to some emails here. You guys, thank you in advance to everyone who emailed us. Much appreciated. I want to start with this wonderful one here from Zerinman at Outlook, which I will say your whole email because there's no way anyone's going to spell this. But this is a take purge from Zerinman.
Ooh.
Zerinman.
Zerridum.
This is a bit of copium here as a suffering Panthers fan. But the Panthers-Bears trade for Bryce Young and Caleb Williams will be viewed as inconsequential in 5 years.
Just nothing mattered.
That's a real take purge. And just to remind everyone of this trade, the Bears, they have 39th and 41st pick in this draft because of the trade. So the Panthers got Bryce Young with the first pick of 2023. The Bears got DJ Moore. They got the 9th pick in the 2023 draft, which ended up being Darnell Wright as your right tackle and Tyler Scott. They got a second 2 years ago that became Tyreek Stevenson of, you guys know the play. Caleb Williams last year.
Good?
What'd you say?
Wow. I said, is Tyreek Stevenson good?
I think
Okay.
it's tarnished after that.
Okay.
You got Caleb Williams, and then you have the 39th, you got Caleb, and you got the 39th pick this year.
The gift that keeps on giving. Yep.
And Torrey Taylor, how could I forget? What do you guys make? DK, what do you make of the Bryce Young Caleb Williams trade 2 years later?
I mean, it doesn't look as good as it used to. If we're
now
being
the
honest.
tuxedos look kind of fucked up.
The way that Bryce Young played down the stretch last year kind of takes some of the shine off of it. And the Tyreek Stevenson debacle, not great.
And
not
obviously Caleb's first year.
Yeah, right. That too. 60-something sacks or whatever. Overall, I still think it's going to age well. I'm still pretty bullish on Caleb Williams long term. But, man, it didn't go as well as I was hoping in year 1 for Caleb Williams.
And imagine if the Panthers, who traded up to 1 to take Bryce Young, had taken C.J. Stroud. Then how would the trade look?
This is my alternate corner. Do you guys like Ryan Poles, the Bears GM? Very tepid. Do you guys? Who does not like him? Silence. Here's my thing. I get that all you guys like Ryan Poles because of this trade. If the Panthers had taken C.J. Stroud, the Panthers win like 8 games. You get like the 12th pick, and you're like, holy shit, we traded out of C.J. Stroud. You could have had Stroud, and no one ever talks about this because the Panthers didn't take him. But I just think if that had happened, it would be like, oh, so Ryan Poles traded out of C.J. Stroud. Ryan Poles traded the 32nd pick of the draft for Chase Claypool. And I'm like,
there was like a palpable about that one.
It's like kind of like
they were all like, fuck, I forgot about that one.
Everyone just
30-second, huh?
Everyone just I don't know. So I think Ben Johnson's awesome. I think Caleb is still good, but Ryan Poles, I am very
TBD.
I'm very TBD on the guy. But that actually
this is really getting the crowd riled up.
Yeah. Everyone's like, yeah, your GM sucks. No. We got this one from Doyle something. I feel like I should read people's emails. Doyle rules. Yeah. Is Caleb Williams a false messiah?
Who wrote that? Who wrote that?
Find them! Find them!
It's like the Abraham Lincoln meme, even though it's not Abe Lincoln, but you thought it was.
It's Abe Lincoln. He looks like fucking Abe Lincoln. Where's Lincoln? He looked like... All right, if you know what I'm talking about.
Abe Lincoln.
There's a guy in the meme of the painting, the guy standing up in the crowd.
He's wearing a leather jacket.
Dude, I thought it was one of them paintings they do.
Like a members-only jacket.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, he fucking looks like Abe Lincoln in the picture.
Wasn't it actually supposed to be kind of Abe Lincoln?
It's also, no, everyone made fun of me. It turns out it's a painting, and in the painting, he based that guy on Abe Lincoln. He fucking based the look of the guy on Abe Lincoln. No one gives a shit. No one cares about that. No one fucking cares. Anyway, but I don't want to say I'm disgusted by this question about Caleb Williams being a false. I think this is... I kind of can't believe how much people are willing to just throw aside a quarterback after a year, because I look at, there was a couple games last year, the Vikings game, where Caleb, Oh, no. Are those people happy with the Vikings game, or are those Vikings fans?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Both. Okay. That makes sense. That's good question. But when they were down 14, he led the 14-point comeback, and he had these drives, and he was like dealing with Brian Flores, the Vikings defensive coordinator. Caleb Williams is like dealing with protections at the line. He's like changing audibles. He's audibling plays based on what's at the line, and he leads a 14-point comeback. All right, they lose in overtime. He led a 14-point comeback against like one of the most respected defenses in the NFL. And like we joked that the Vikings defense is like a litmus test for whether you're a good quarterback or not. And he like led a 14-point fourth quarter comeback. The line, before the line, I don't know. I know the Lions debacle was bad at the timeout, but I just feel like after that, I was actually very impressed with the resilience of Caleb in the games after that, which was the biggest question from coming out of college, was how he's going to handle losing. He's crying in his mother's arms. And I'm like, yeah, this embarrassing debacle. And then his assistant offensive coordinator becomes the head coach, and he looks better just doing his own thing. I don't know. I think giving up on Caleb is crazy.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think when you look at the tools, it's still, the upside is still absolutely there. I think this first season, it was just such a debacle on every level. And I think obviously, like we had talked about, such a great supporting cast around him. We obviously way overestimated that. Rome Odunze took a little while to get going. He was hurt early on in the year. The offensive line was terrible. The run game wasn't very good. So it was, I think we just projected our hopes onto that surrounding cast, supporting cast. Didn't really work out, but I'm still really high on him. Obviously, like his arm talent, his traits, his athleticism, his ability to buy an extra beat in the pocket, all that stuff is still there. All the reasons I liked him originally are still there. It's just year one was tough.
A lot of pressure, though, I would say this year, right?
Yeah.
If it doesn't work, I mean, getting Ben Johnson, rebuilding the offensive line, 10th pick in the draft, it's like, there are a lot of rookie quarterbacks who have come into the league who have done more with less. I mean, look at like Drake May last year, right? That stuff has happened. So I do think while everyone is still on board and they should be for Caleb this year, if it's bad again with Ben Johnson and everything they've added, then you start to really get nervous.
And that's why I think the second round picks are so important. They have 39-41, which is really fun.
I think they're the only team with 3 picks in the top 50.
Yeah, it's really fun. And so, DK, we were talking about this yesterday, actually, and you came up with a pretty cutting-edge strategy of what the Bears should do in the second round.
Yeah. So you know how the Eagles designed their Super Bowl team after just drafting Georgia players after they won the national championship? I think the Bears should just draft a bunch of Buckeyes, just a bunch of Ohio State players. Are there? We were actually talking about this before the show. Do people hate Ohio State here? Probably. Yeah. Sorry for saying that. But they're pretty good at football, so.
Maybe this one time it's okay. Yeah.
It's okay.
Maybe
to
next year
admit
too.
They didn't beat Michigan, so whatever. But yeah. So I think second round. We had talked about Genty a lot, but I think honestly, probably the smarter thing is just Travion Henderson in the second round because there's already a lot of connections being made with Henderson and the Bears. Bieniemy, the running backs coach, I think Maurice Jones-Drew said this on a podcast the other day that Bieniemy's texting him about Travion Henderson, how much he loves Henderson. And again, it's just getting a guy in there that can protect the quarterback, passing game stuff. That is really where running backs have their most value, I think, is explosive plays, protect the quarterback, passing game. And so I don't know. That's for starters, but then there's a whole bunch of other guys.
Well, literally, I'm not, it sounds like a joke, but I actually think if they could walk away with 2 Ohio State players at 39-41, the Bears are going to be an incredible spot. Travion Henderson, Josh Simmons, who, would probably be a top 12 pick if he hadn't hurt his knee, but because of the injury, he can always fall. I think that would be your left tackle of the future.
Yeah.
And I think any team that could get Josh Simmons is kind of an amazing thing, but I think the Bears in particular, because they don't need to rush Simmons back to that left tackle spot, because you've got Braxton Jones, so you can ease Josh Simmons in. Donovan Jackson could fit anywhere on that line. Tyleik Williams, defensive tackle from Ohio State. Like Tui Maloau.
Yeah.
But like defensive end, which you guys, because I think you have the defensive line is good, but it's old. And I think that Grady Jarrett's 32 and like Montez Sweat's almost 30 and all these guys. But the most important player they could get.
Third round, Jack Sawyer.
The hero.
Captain Jack Sawyer.
Looking.
Do it.
I just did it.
Just do it again. Do it again.
Looking. It's intercepted at the goal line. Unbelievable. The hero.
While we're
Captain
here.
Jack.
While we're here.
Captain Jack.
Give me a Stroud.
Stroud steps up in the pocket. Makes a man miss. Deep looking Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans.
Who's the most irrelevant Bears player you could name? Tyler Scott. That's easy. Or Tory Taylor. Actually, Tory Taylor's really relevant. Sorry.
I'm actually curious. Who
It's actually
is the
super
most
relevant.
Is the most popular Chicago Bear right now Caleb? Is he the favorite? He is. Okay. I'm trying to think who else it would be. It's Ben Johnson. Is it Ben Johnson or Caleb? Is it Caleb?
Ben Johnson.
If you could only have one, Ben Johnson or Caleb, who are you taking? Raise your hand for Ben. This is decent. It's a decent showing.
Yeah.
And then Caleb's the rest. Okay, that's maybe 20%. Ben.
All right, we got some more emails here. This one's from Joe.
Joey.
You guys can all say Joe.
J-Bone.
Who's your favorite co-host?
Whoa.
This is to you.
Well, to DK first. Who's your favorite
I have
co-host?
to answer that?
Yeah.
Should I do the Deion Sanders rank his children thing?
Should we do that every show from now on?
Right now in the power rankings, probably Craig, but no, I don't know.
I have always wanted to do around the horn where we're just applying points to each other throughout the episode.
It's ending. We should just do it.
We just steal it, yeah.
Who's going to sue us? Nobody?
Oh, fucking knock on wood.
It's hard. My favorite co-host, it's hard not to choose DK. You would probably, he's just so nice.
Yeah.
His laugh fuels this show. It's the only reason it works. Look at him go. Look at him laugh.
Look at him laugh.
Look at him laugh.
Look at him, Rick and Morty. Look at him.
Look at the baby smile. Yeah.
Who's your favorite, me or Craig?
I'm not going to answer that.
Oh, spoken like a true father.
Do you know who's going to pick you? Because he said that, I'm going to pick you.
Thanks.
That's sick.
Yeah,
wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, that was.
Has
purpose.
Heifetz apologized to the city of Green Bay yet? Since the reason you guys are in Chicago is because of how unprepared you thought they were for the draft in Green Bay. They do not have the infrastructure for 300,000 people. And I feel like I am being canceled for saying this because I noticed
That's
that
not the reason that we're here. We never were like asked, hey, do you think you can go to Green Bay? And we're like, no.
I said that. You weren't in the conversation. That is what we did.
Oh, you did that?
I did that.
Oh, okay.
I was like, we're no way.
Wow.
I didn't even know.
All right. Well, Chicago is pretty sick, though. I mean,
Yeah. Lovely weather today. Yeah, it's been a great
my
day.
God.
fucking beautiful river, which we're pretty sure is called the Chicago River.
Right?
Craig says, what's the name of that lake?
Lake.
And I was like, it's the Chicago Lake. He's like, oh, okay.
We were talking in the.
Is it that crazy to ask the name of a river?
No. But when it's called the Chicago
All right.
River.
Oh, come on.
Also,
Oh
what's the
my-
lake called?
Like,
Yeah.
Fucking, dude,
We knew that.
was-
We knew that.
That is worse than anything I have done in years, and everyone just let him slide.
wait, the lake right here is Lake Michigan, not Erie? Okay.
I can't fucking pronounce maestro. It isn't even an English word, and you're in Chicago.
There's a lot of the lakes.
There's 5.
I didn't even know how many. It's too many to count.
One hand.
That was my first time seeing that lake today. Sorry.
It's the West Coast.
Craig,
You guys
Craig.
once asked me how far New York is from Philly. You're like, 10 hours, 12?
Craig, how was your flight in?
Ugh.
Bumpy.
Why?
I hear it's windy here, and they were correct.
You
Pretty
said we
windy
wouldn't do
city.
this.
We made that joke.
Yeah,
Too many
okay.
times.
God.
Pretty windy on the flight in.
On the descent.
Yeah. Anyway.
I just had my bachelor party in New Orleans, Flex. Getting
Why
married in
aren't you
August.
reading the
Congrats.
names? Who are these people?
Oh, this is
Read the full email.
Tyler.
Hi, T-Bone.
Had my bachelor party in New Orleans, Flex. After hearing Heifetz's Airbnb mishap in New Orleans, where I rented a duplex,
Three
only used
bed.
one of them. I want to know, what did DK and Craig do for your bachelor parties, and what does the biggest bachelor party do and don't? I'll let you pick one of those.
Wait, you were invited?
No, he's asking
what?
what
How did you get
what
that
did we
from
do
the
for
story?
our own bachelor parties?
What did you do for yours, and or
Oh,
do
right.
you have any advice
Right,
for
right,
bachelor
right.
parties?
My advice, I have 2 pieces of advice. One is you can't go hard night one.
Yeah.
It just takes you out of the trip. You got, like, for my bachelor party, we did beer only night one.
Got a very
and it made a
smattering
difference.
of applause there.
Yeah. Yes.
It's like,
Moderate drinking? Yeah.
That was thinking with my brain.
Craig, read the fucking room, man.
Well, look, I got
was
drunk
great.
that night. I'm not, but like we
Sick.
stuck to beer, and it made the hangovers the next morning very reasonable. And then the whole week, that's the biggest thing. Is like people always show up to a trip. Everyone's overexcited. Night one, you go fucking hard.
Yeah.
And then you're
no
just
one
killed.
No one eats dinner.
No. Yeah. He's ordering pizza, and it's just the same pizza in the fridge for 3 days is what you eat. And you get like the one bag of Sam's bagels with cream cheese that everybody has for breakfast, bananas that nobody touches.
Right.
And that's what you do. So my recommendation is like have fun the first night, but that's the night everybody gets in. Usually you don't plan the big night that night. So make sure that the big night ends up being the best night. That's
Vegas.
That's Where did you
Cocaine is back, I've heard.
Where did you do your bachelor party?
I didn't do it.
Okay.
Talking a big
too
game
old.
over there.
Too old.
Yeah.
All right, this one's from
Never
Eddie.
too old. Eddie.
Can we have Danny Heifetz try to pronounce and choose which Illinois city is fake and pronounce all of them?
Yeah.
All right, shit. The first one is, oh God, this is the Bourbonnais? Bourbonnais? It's like bourbon with a mayonnaise at the end. I'm gonna go.
Bourbonnais?
I'm gonna go with Bourbonnais.
Fucking A. Yeah.
Fuck you guys. Well, San
Wait.
Jose, but I'm gonna go with the fact that it's here, and no offense, it's the Midwest. It's gonna be. This is San Jose. San Jose.
Racist.
It's not just San Jose, is it? San Jose?
Oh, that makes sense.
We did it.
Yeah.
I think it's San. Yeah, San. It's definitely. It's not on here unless they're pronouncing the J.
Right.
Yeah, San Jose, which sounds like a punchline. Oh, now
Wait, what is it?
San Jose.
so that they have Cairo on here, like Egypt.
Got it.
Okay.
They don't call it Cairo, do they? Cairo? Are you kidding me? It's the cradle of civilization. Cleopatra was born closer to the moon landing than the building of the pyramids, and we're calling this shit Cairo? Unbelievable. But you guys call it Cairo? Well, this guy said you did. You nodded. You call it Cairo.
Cairo?
It's Illinois
Cairo.
town. All right, let's disagree.
We don't have any. No one can agree what it's called. I don't think.
Feel vindicated.
No one knows. Scholars
The last
maintain.
one's Mukwanago. Everyone got really passionate about it, so that's got to be the lie because everyone really got excited about the other ones.
Is that the lie?
Mukwanago.
Say it.
He mispronounced it so badly. The guy's like, how do you spell it?
They're like,
Use it in a sentence.
Mukwanago.
you know how it's like when you spell something so poorly, like they can't even suggest anything.
Yeah. I do. Oh, it's Wisconsin? Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, no.
Whoa.
The one guy from Green Bay sent that one in.
Where we were going to stay.
Revenge.
All right, the last one here we got. This one's from Alex.
Wait,
Alex?
what was the lie?
Mukwanago, Wisconsin City.
Mukwanago.
it wasn't.
Mukwanago.
It was San Jose.
San Jose.
It's fake.
San Jose is not a city in Illinois.
Oh my God. I think there's multiple. We're getting to the
He's got a
bottom of it.
UW shirt on, so I
We'll
know
figure
he's
it out
smart.
later. The last one here from Alex is pronounce my hometown. Kankakee.
K-A-N. Say it again.
Say it.
Say it again.
It's kind of like if
Fucking say it.
Bukkake was merged with Kansas.
It's kind of like what?
Kankakee.
K-cocky?
It's K-A-N. It's like kank.
I love everyone's like, ha ha.
This guy sucks.
I've never read that word before.
This guy can't read or talk. Kank,
Like a Brennan has a man China.
I'm going with Kankakee. Oh! Let's go! Never gotten one right ever.
What was it?
Kankakee. Wow.
Man.
I've been overthinking these my whole life. All right. That's incredible. While we're here, I'm getting
While
shit
we
on.
have you.
While we have you, I actually created my own game because I knew I'd get shit on eventually for something. I would like to play, and I would like to play with all you guys too. This one's called Lollapalooza Band or Chicago Restaurant. These are bands playing at Lollapalooza this year, and Chicago restaurants I found on Google Maps prepping for this trip. If you know the restaurants for a fact, don't yell them because you guys live here and it's like a little cheating. But I also
It's
think
more
I'm going
fun
to
to watch us look stupid.
Yeah, watch it. Let us look stupid if you know.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start. We're going to start with you guys. These are, again, Lollapalooza bands this year or Chicago restaurant. So, DK Craig, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start. Bleachers.
That's a band.
Yeah.
All right, fuck yeah, it's a band. Shit.
They're pretty famous.
Oh, are they? All right.
That's
Greg
what's his
celebrates
name?
their entire collection.
Jack Antonoff. Yeah.
Jack Antonoff is a band?
Yes.
I thought he was just like a guy.
Maybe I should have built this list.
Fuck. All right, now I feel pretty
like Foo
Is he in
Fighters.
the band?
What?
It says here corn. Yeah.
Insane clown posse.
All right, fine.
That was an easy one.
Dear Margaret.
Okay. Now we're getting tricky. Dear Margaret does sound
Sounds
like
like a
a
restaurant.
hipster restaurant.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with restaurant.
It's a restaurant. All right. Maple and Ash.
God, that sounds like a restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Fuck, it's a restaurant.
Yeah.
Shit. Julie.
Okay.
Restaurant.
Hold on that. Julie, spelled Julie.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going
I
to
was
go
thinking
with
it was like Jewel. You know, like the cigarettes or whatever.
spell it how you thought it was spelled.
Joule.
Okay. I'm going to go with
Julie?
art, musical
I don't know.
artist.
What?
I'm going to go with artist.
He's going band.
Band.
I'm going to go with restaurant.
It's a band.
Let's go. Julie? Come on.
Sepia.
Spell it.
SEPIA.
Can you use it in a sentence?
SEPIA.
Instagram, an Instagram filter
Yeah,
from
I'm gonna go with artist.
Restaurant.
It's a restaurant.
Yes. Yes.
Prospa.
What?
Prospa.
Prospa?
Yes.
Is that like a slang for prosper?
I don't know.
A nickname for Julie, I think. I'm going to go with band.
Fuck, it's a band.
Yes.
This sucks. All right, fine. Chicago made.
Chicago made? M-A-I-D?
No, like, fucking Christ. Made, like
happening?
made in Chicago.
There's a lot of words in the English language, you know.
I think it's M-A-I-D.
Why would that be a restaurant?
or
a band. This is tricky.
I didn't fucking name it.
This is your trickiest one yet, you little devil.
Chicago made.
Chicago made. I'm going to go with, you probably want us to guess restaurant, so I'm going to go band.
I'm going restaurant.
Yeah, it's a band.
Yeah.
All right. Last one, because I don't think the people like this one.
Chicago made.
Twice.
This is a real coin flip.
Is this like where Meg
might as well not even
Ryan
think about
ate
it.
dinner that one time?
What? Katz's Deli?
Bad joke. Yeah. Restaurant.
Band? No. Restaurant.
Twice is headlining Lollapalooza.
All right. Really?
Yes. They are fucking headlining Lollapalooza.
I'm a boomer. I don't know.
Dude, I don't even know who that is.
A K-pop
okay.
band headlining Lollapalooza.
They're headlining.
Yeah.
What struggles have they had?
Yeah, no, it's.
What have they had to sing about?
I should have led with, Tate McRae is on here now, yeah. Oh my God, okay. Let's see here. We also got favorite, this one's some poos.
Booze.
Well, it's kind of sick, actually. Well, we have two here.
Okay.
Did you guys know each other before working with each other? And then we also have favorite in-person fantasy football draft traditions.
Did we know each other? Well, I guess.
No, not really.
No. Well, DK didn't live in LA. Heifetz did. So Heifetz and I knew of each other. We
never got a beer until like after I left LA.
Me and you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't want to hang out with me.
Because Craig never invited him to the
Yeah,
beers.
no, it's true. Yeah.
Not true. You worked in editorial. I worked in podcasting. We didn't cross paths that much,
No,
right?
different buildings.
You
Yeah.
were hanging out with all the writers,
Yeah.
all the smart people.
They put DK and I together on a pod.
Yeah.
And then it sucked. And then Craig joined and we were like, the production
It was
calls
called
were,
the Danasy Football Podcast.
that was
originally.
terrible. Oh, wow.
And then
Heifetz would scream.
SEO. Yeah. My first note was like Heifetz, the intro. My God, cool it down.
we couldn't Google our own show because it would autocorrect.
It was a typo.
Oh, God.
It was unbelievable.
Maybe just fantasy. That's
Did you mean fantasy?
Yeah, it's like nope.
No, in fact, I didn't.
It's so stupid in retrospect.
Why did we do that?
It's so dumb.
We didn't Google the
Because it was a
title of
funny
the show.
pun. I don't
Thank
know.
God my name wasn't Danny. If it was, we would have never changed it probably.
Oh
if it
my
was
God,
three
no.
Dannies,
We
would've
couldn't
been
have moved off that.
Yeah.
I don't. Where would you be in life if you were named Danny?
Right here on stage, probably.
He'd be the first host.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We never would have been able to sell tickets for Danny. No one could have Googled it.
No, we honestly hang out so much more than we ever have because of live shows and going to like the Super Bowl and the Combine and stuff. I see you guys like 6, 7, 8 times a year now.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I live 20 minutes from my brother. I see you guys more.
Yeah. We, the three of us legit speak 5 to 6 times a week on the phone.
Yeah, several times a day.
Craig, when he invited us to his wedding, I was like, wow, thanks, man. And
They
he looked
just
at me
made
and
the
was
list.
like, what'd you say?
Nothing.
Wow.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah, we got the invite like a
Wait,
week
did we
before.
tell the story on the air that Kai? Did we tell the story that Kai was like?
Who's
at
our
first,
producer in the back there?
Yeah, Kai.
Say hi,
Yeah, where's
Kai.
Kai?
Kai God.
Look at the legend. Look at that legend. Kai was like, oh wow, where's my invite, Craig? I'm like, we've known you 6 months, buddy.
Yeah. And I couldn't tell if it was just like really impressive deadpan comedy from him or if he was genuinely offended. He was like, that's crazy. I never got my invite.
That's why I'm inviting Kai to my wedding, but not you two. Which is
What was the other one?
fantasy football draft traditions. Honestly, my favorite one is not something my league does. It's my former roommates league. They do their draft order. They all pick a Little League World Series team.
Ooh.
And they just bet a lot of
that's
money on
good.
their Little League World Series and their
Yeah.
draft order. And it's pretty awesome. And then they go to a destination for their draft and someone has to just pull an all-nighter and text them like a little blurb on every single player in the draft by the time everyone wakes up in the morning.
Wow.
Which
That's
is pretty
intense.
fucked up now that we're 30. And then you have to draft
You have
off
children,
the all-nighter.
yeah. Wow.
One of my drafts, we get together every year. We try to get the whole group together, and everybody kind of lives across the country, so it's difficult. But we go to this club in Bellingham called the Royal, and it's
Club?
Shouts if anyone has been to Bellingham and gone.
What kind of club?
It's like the best kind and the worst kind. I don't know.
Okay.
It's the place that we went when we were 21.
Okay.
And now we keep going, and in no way is that sad or depressing.
Right.
So we go every year, and like every year it's like a little bit more like, God, this is awkward. Why are we here? This is great. That's all.
And you just do you like
I
determine?
just got this question.
I didn't know you did
I didn't know
this.
that either. Do you determine the draft order there? Is there any tradition? Is it just like we just go to this club and
Yeah, spare
have
no
a big
details.
night?
What do you do?
No, we go to the club, we go to the club, and we dance on the dance floor. Extremely awkward.
Okay. There's no one else there.
It's an extraordinarily tall group of men in our league. For some reason, everybody's like over 6 foot, and it's like just a bunch of towering, weird-looking dudes on the
you
dance
can get
floor.
away with being a bad dancer when you're shorter, I think, right? It's less.
No one
noticeable.
can see
All
you.
the limbs going everywhere.
No one's like,
It's
what the
really
hell is
hard.
happening there?
What is
Yeah.
that wacky inflatable arm tube man doing over there?
Anyway, that's all.
Do you have anything fun you guys do?
Nothing crazy. Like, no, not really. We don't. That's like we kind of just hunker down. You know, that's the real war room.
Got
There's no time
Matsui.
for- It's just business only. We all
Business only?
Yeah, we dress nice.
You dress nice?
Kinda. One guy wears a suit.
One guy wears a
I
suit.
feel like that's a detail we could have used at the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you wear? What are you wearing?
Kind of like corporate casual, you know?
Really?
Nothing too limiting. I want to be able to move, get up. I don't want to sweat too much.
I have no idea.
Some athleisure, perhaps.
Sure.
Yeah, with a collar, though. Yeah. What do you wear?
So my draft? Is it like, am I on a computer? Because like probably underwear in my bed. I don't know. What are we?
You know what sucks? The one thing that auction drafts took away is the draft order. That was we no longer have a competition to determine the draft order, which kind of sucks. That's like one of the. I have another group of friends who do like their own combine, and it's like
Oh my God.
yeah. However you finish just like determines your draft order, and you don't have that with auction.
That's
You
kind
know?
of my nightmare.
Yeah,
I don't think I do very well in a draft combine.
I've been wanting us to do a ringer combine for a long time.
No.
He
That's
just says no. No.
so. There was something I wanted to do earlier and I forgot, but I'm going to do it right now. Who wrote that question about Caleb Williams being a false messiah? Where are you?
In a good
It's all right. Don't be scared.
Yeah, did they leave her? Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah, I'm kind of going to sick a mob on you. Maybe no one wants to stand out. Maybe they left.
Somebody yells.
If you did, come by later. We have something that you lost.
I was so disgusted by the question. I literally want to give you a Caleb Williams jersey. So if you can actually prove to me who you are by the email.
Who?
You wrote it? Oh, no, you're lying.
Is it?
What was the email?
Prove it.
What's the email? Doyle rules.
Doyle?
Oh, you know, I'm going to trust him. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. So honest to God, I want you to have this because I genuinely keep the faith, man. Come on. Oh, shit. No, now I got it dirty. I would quote Ted Lasso, but he fucking hates when I do that. But yeah. It's the lack of, it's not the lack of, it's the hope that kills you. It's the lack of hope that kills you. Believe.
Are you excited for season 4?
Did they announce that?
Yeah.
They did? Oh, yeah. Well, all right. Does anyone want me to give my Ted Lasso thoughts, or is it? Okay.
Please.
I have unpopular. I think everyone loved the ending of Ted Lasso, and that is all. I'm happy for the people who did. My personal take was, I think you could see that Jason Sudeikis was offered a $1 gajillion to do season 4, and he had a 3-season arc in mind. So he didn't. But he didn't want to do the 4th season as they usually did it. But he wanted the $1 gajillion. So he was like, how about we do this second series spinoff under the Ted Lasso name that'll be about the women's club. But we won't continue it. And I think to him, that was kind of how you keep your artistic license, but take the money. So they didn't wrap up the Roy Love storyline because they needed to continue it into the show. They needed the love plot line to be the through line. And I think that's why you never actually buttoned up Roy and Keeley on Ted Lasso, and that bothered me because I think it's pretty transparently for money.
I mean, I just think it's funny. You know? It's like it just fills me with joy to watch the show. So yeah. I have a question along those lines. This is from Joe.
Did you pluck this out of the garbage?
Question for Heifetz. Where do you get off? And furthermore, this is from me. How dare you?
You know what I love is there's like 100 things that could have prompted that specific.
Yeah, you don't have to answer that. It was rhetorical.
Cool. I thought the one you were pulling out was the can Heifetz answer which Saquon Barkley moment was his favorite,
that one's
which I
in
threw
here.
in the garbage, by the way.
Hold on, this one made me.
Oh, you have that one too? Fuck.
It actually made me like cackle. No name. What was your favorite Saquon Barkley memory from the 2025 season? Please elaborate and be descriptive.
It's so hard to pick between him signing with the Eagles live on the show and Solak making fun of me to my face.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was all time.
The reverse hurdle being the most athletic thing I've ever seen anyone do in my entire
one.
life.
Yeah, that was awesome.
The 200-yard, the most rushing yards ever in a season, 200 yards in the playoffs.
That one too.
Every time they played the Rams.
Yep.
But it's probably the Super Bowl win.
And the fact that when.
But how did that make you feel though?
Like
What was going through your heart?
Happy for someone that I didn't deserve. Like I genuinely felt like I'm happy.
Jesus
Like
Christ,
so sad. So sad.
This is my lot in life. I don't know how we got on this. We're in Chicago. I think this is time. Now we have to end the show. This is unbelievable.
It's just fun.
So a couple things of housekeeping here. We're gonna just stick around after the show. We're gonna do like a little meet and greet. If you guys want to take a photo with us, say
Little meet cute.
We're gonna a what?
Nothing.
A meet cute?
Did we shout this out?
What's up? Oh my God! Hold on. Fuck. Okay.
Wait, we got another prop?
Who made this?
It is a literal Cloyce box.
Oh, the
Cloyce.
craftsmanship.
Thank you.
Who made this?
He's right over there. And is that a Vikings hat?
A Vikings fan? You're gonna get killed. Come over here. Oh wait, no.
Yeah.
Well,
he's in a Vikings hat, so this is awkward.
I have another.
Sell
You
it.
can sell this at the door. That's another.
Or burn it.
Pawn it off.
Give it as a gag
Dude,
gift.
I cannot
Look at
get
that.
over this. It's a literal Cloyce box. We're gonna have to roll this like a dice on the show. This should replace the coin. This is unbelievable.
that's good.
My first thought when we saw that, I was like, should we open this?
I know. I was a little worried it was like anthrax or something.
Let's make Kai open it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It was duct tape that I was a little nervous. That's so awesome.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do did you call it a meet cute?
Meet and greet.
Yeah, meet cute.
Meet cute?
Meet cute is a term, right?
That means when you fall in love with somebody.
Right. That might happen. I don't know.
Okay.
Fuck.
That's usually kind
So
of the
we're gonna
origin.
line up on my right, your left. We're gonna line up along that walkway alley thing. So if you hate us and we're bored by the show and want to leave, you can go out that way if you want to insult us forever and we'll literally never forget. But you can go out that way if you don't want me to. If you want to just say what's up and we can take a picture, line up over there and then we'll do that. I guess I said that twice. But
Yeah.
You get it. Yeah.
It's not that complicated, yeah.
I would
over
like
there. Yep.
to thank a lot of people. Thank you to FanDuel for making this possible, and thank you to FanDuel for sponsoring the show. Thank you to DK and Craig. Thank you to Kai, who honestly, I fucking love Kai so much.
Hi.
Kai, should we
stuff.
make Kai
Today-
get deep dish tonight? Yeah. I've also never had deep dish, but I
Where
can't
should we
do-
go? That's kind of
Yeah,
around here.
so I thought, holy.
This is a
Pete,
All right,
bad idea.
All right, I thought it was
Pequods.
Pequods because of the bear. So shout if we should go to Pequods.
we're going through the gymnasium and through the quad.
going streaking.
Yeah. What's the other? Giordano's? Oh! Austin, you're fired. So Pequods. What else? Okay.
Pete
We
quads.
should also say
Illuminati's? All right.
we should also say Kai has not had deep dish pizza. Danny
I've never had
Heifetz has
deep dish
not had
pizza.
deep dish-
I've never had it either.
You've
many-
never had deep dish.
Never done it.
You've never had I almost said lactate. You
never
remember
had
lactate I brought for the fucking deep dish pizza here? Okay, so we'll
Heifetz
do
is like
that.
snorting it in the back.
No, dude, it's
We did go to lunch with Kai today. You got a fried chicken sandwich.
with nothing on it.
With nothing on it.
No. Kai, we're gonna
still
get
good.
Macros
sausage
only.
cheese casserole.
He had
it takes an hour. I didn't realize it takes an hour to cook the pizza. 40. Oh, okay, fine.
40
It's
minutes
just a
tops.
souffle.
Yeah.
Thank you to Kai. Thank you to Austin. Thank you to Carlos, who could not be here tonight, but Carlos is the man. So many people it takes to put one of these on. So thank you to Elizabeth. Thank you to Tessa. Thank you to Nick. Thank you to Curtis. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Ali G. And most of all, shout out to Chris. The legend Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
I don't know where Chris is. Chris is a legend. And shout out to G. G to the GM.
G.
Thank you.
Thank you to
hell
Liberty
yeah.
Hall.
Oh, of course, yeah. Thank you to Lincoln Hall for having us.
Lincoln
and thank
Hall,
you.
sorry.
What'd you say?
Thank
Thank you to all of you guys for coming out. We really appreciate it.
Woo. And of course,
Of course.
There's one more person to thank, of course.
Thank you, Lord.
Lorne.
Woo! Thank you, Chicago.
Yeah.
The band.
That was good.
Also the city.
The band.
That was good.
Nice. Do you
No, I don't know anything about them. Okay. I was
no
looking.
relationship to
They have horns or something. They're into horns, but rock music.
right?
Horns with rock.
Check it out. They're
Ska?
very famous.
Yeah.
Is Horns with Rock? I'm being told that's a ska band.
It's not ska.
Oh no, I'm being told that's not
What's
wrong.
their biggest song?
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
How does it go?
I don't know. I don't remember.
So I thought when you said this is so embarrassing. I thought you were talking about the play, and I was like, the soundtrack.
Wait, I believe
Sure.
the movie won Best Picture, right? Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, they made a movie about the band?
Well, how do this whole like making movies about artists? How far down the run do you think we're gonna go? Because like obviously, you have the Elton John movie, you're getting the Springsteen movie,
We're getting the Beatles movies.
the Beatles.
coming. Yeah.
Who's doing the Beatles movie?
Sam Mendes is going to do 4 Beatles movies, one
Get
on each
out.
member.
He did what?
It's coming out in 2028.
Didn't he do 4
They're
Spider-Man
doing one on
movies?
Ringo?
Even Ringo got
What's
one.
the Ringo movie gonna
Which
be?
one? Is
They're
that
doing-
like the middle, like the Empire Strikes Back? Or,
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's
They're
funny,
gonna
actually?
Jam that one in.
I need a
but
movie
also
on
the
Ringo
best.
more than the other ones because I couldn't tell you 3 things about Ringo.
Yeah, he's still alive. That's all I know.
Ringo.
Low-key, one of the best moments in the history of our show was when Ben Solak, we were like, can you name a Beatle? And then he was like, Ringo
Beatle.
Starr.
Yeah, Ringo.
Ringo.
Ringo was his name-o.
Who do you think's the least famous musician that will get a movie?
Well played, sir. Well played.
Yeah, they're making 4 of them. They're all coming out the same month in April 2028.
The same month?
The same month, 4 different movies. It's like Paul Mescal.
2028.
Yes.
Yeah,
Paul
we might not
Mescal's
even be
playing
around by then.
Paul, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, Harris Dickinson, I think, is playing Lennon. The Joseph Quinn, I think, is playing one of the other 2. She's with
She
me.
knows all about this.
Yeah, she's just like,
And who's? Oh, the other one is Barry
thank you.
Keoghan. He's playing. Is he playing Ringo? Yeah. All
I
right.
wish I had another Bears jersey to give you.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, you already had what? Oh, my God, the Vikings fan did give her the jersey. That's unbelievable.
Oh, no
Yeah.
way. Wow.
Karma.
Hell yeah.
Anyway,
Samaritan.
I hope they make a movie about LMFAO. That would be cool. That's my dream. If I ever make it big, that's what I'm
What do
going
they
to
call it? I'm sorry for party rocking?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Not sorry for party rocking.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. All right. Party Rock.
Tom.
Tom.
I don't actually know. Is that a band or a song? We never get that right.
Well,
Song.
Genius of Love. Yeah.
Was it the band?
No.
It was a song.
It's a song.
Right.
Yeah. You get me all confused.
Fred Durst?
Yeah.
Oh, so did I ever tell you guys the Fred Durst thing?
No.
I doubt it.
I always confuse. Fuck.
Oh, actually, you did.
I always confuse Fred Durst and Robert Durst.
Oh.
So I've had some very awkward conversations where people are talking about Limp Bizkit, and I think they're talking about the Jinx and the murder. And so they're like, I love Fred Durst. And I'm like, what do you like about Fred Durst? What a weird thing to say. And I went years thinking people like this serial killer.
And then, so you thought, when you heard about the documentary, you thought they made a documentary about Fred Durst?
Well, I'll name it. It was Bill Barnwell was talking about Robert Durst.
Fred
And
Robert.
I thought he was talking about, or Fred, no. I don't know who's who. Who killed his wife allegedly?
Robert Durst is
Robert
murder.
Durst.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Fred's
thought-
Jinx a singer.
I was talking to Barnwell at the Combine about what I thought was the murderer, but he was talking about music. And I was like, what a weird thing to say.
Oh my God. That's such a great conversation. I got to hear that. Anyway, yeah, Limp Bizkit was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were kind of your
They were like
speed,
right up my
Yeah, your
generation.
wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Did you like, I was never a Limp Bizkit guy.
I don't know. I mean, I thought he was a murderer. I didn't
Right.
know.
He's like, I can't support
You couldn't tell restaurant or Lollapalooza artist.
Lollapalooza. Yeah,
Limp Bizkit, I don't know. It sounds like both.
We'll do that next. Restaurant, Lollapalooza band, or serial killer. We'll do that next. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye, everyone.